right, guys, thanks for joining me today on this quick review of the Cobra Officer Python Patrol Edition. This is not an exclusive to anywhere, I don't think. Maybe it is to Target, but I saw it on Pulse and I saw it on Target. And me being the completionist for the classified wave, I was like, well, I'll get one to review and one to stick in the collection. I'm not super excited about this guy. Whatever, I just want my classified line to be 100% complete. And so in the spirit of that, let's go ahead and do it, right? So I went ahead and picked them up. And, well, let's talk about the packaging. The packaging, it's what you'd expect from the Python Patrol, right? It's got the little logo there on the corner. Cobra Officer, yep, looks like it at 97 in the line. He's 6'2", which is a little tall for the officers, or a little tall for the G.I. Joe. We got some features there. The bright colors are what stand out to me as a part of this. You got a zoom in there of the concept art for this particular soldier. And he's standing there. It looks like he's standing there, kind of like that same Mayan temple where the mole rats and stuff were. So is he a repaint of the Cobra Officer? I think so. I think literally everything is the same. But there is something interesting about this one, though. Something that I found to be rather interesting, that I kind of enjoy, that I kind of like. And I really thought, I was like, well, this is I'm not going to like this. Now, I don't know if we get a swappable head in the Cobra Officer, though. So anyways, we'll see. We'll see what I'll have to look. You know what? If it is different, I'll put a picture of the accessories that you get here from the Cobra Officer originally that we got, so that we can compare, because I don't remember having a separate head sculpt for it. I can't remember. I know we had all these other weapons, because I remember that one, this one, that, and the knife, but I don't remember. And I don't remember the goggles or the head. But anyways, this is the box. Am I keeping the box? No, it's junk. Let's take a look at the figure. And I always think to myself, it's always a mistake to not go over every part of the articulation, because we don't know how it's different, right? But what I do know is that after messing around with this guy, this Ronald McDonald son of a gun looking thing, he's actually grown on me, you guys. He's actually grown on me. This goofy looking, never would wear this into battle, TMNT looking, knucklehead, it kind of grows on me. So, whatever. Let's just take a look at the art, at the figure like this. I know that the Python Patrol, from what I remember, they were introduced, in the late 80s, I want to say. And I don't know if it's, to save on money for sculpt, to attract new kids to it, the brighter colors. But apparently the whole thing with this is that this pattern helps them be undetectable by electronic equipment, right? They're a little bit more protected from counter surveillance, right? So, all right, cool. I guess the colors, whatever. That explains that, I guess. All right, so let's take a look at the weapons. They're not very different, although they feel like they're made from a more, what is that word? The durometer on this thing is a little tighter. You know what, though? Let's get real close, because we didn't get close on the figure. He does have, from the look there, he's got those little snake eyes looking thing. He's got a gray helmet. Lots of detail, as we had with the other Cobra Officer. It's not super different from it. It's probably just a straight repaint. But I love all the texture, all the details. They could have done some more color there with the silver. I love the red little Cobra there. But not a big fan of this, green and yellow or gray on that. But it is what it is. It is what it is. The way he looks, I don't like the way he looks. Like this, I don't like it. Like it is, to me, he's about, I don't know, now I grade my figures on a scale from 1 to 5. You know, I do this for everybody. I do this little thing for everybody because most everybody does 1 to 10, but I do 1 to 5. I'm a little bit different. 1 is throw it in the trash. It doesn't deserve to be created. 2, give it to Goodwill. Maybe somebody else will love it. 2 to anything above a 3 is meh. It's an okay, you know, skip it or leave it, get it. It doesn't matter. It's a meh figure. 4 to 4.5, it's a good solid figure. Solid figure. 4.5 to 5, it's a great figure. Anything, and every now and then we'll crank it up to 11 with the 5.1, and that's a must-have. On a scale of 1 to 5, this guy, and the way that he looks, being a straight repaint and looking like the Hamburglar over here from Ronald's McDonald's, I'm gonna say this guy to me is about a 3.5. It's very meh to me. I'm not satisfied. Now, here's the interesting part. And again, I'm trying to make this one pretty quick review because, you know, we've seen this all before. The interesting part is if I'm going to put these weapons down, we're going to take a closer look in a second because they are a little tiny bit different. Let's take these off real quick because I know that they're different from the regular officer in the way that they've been painted, but not necessarily the way that they've been molded. I don't remember the officer having this. So there's a close-up Python Patrol logo and his little, you know, armband there. If you take off this, leave this on, leave this thing on right here. If you take off this webbing, if you take off this armband, if you take off this green thing right here, imagine that. Imagine if you could take off the green parts of him, right? He would actually look pretty good. The only thing that would stay on him that would be green are his knee pads, which you can paint if you want. At this point, I don't mind the gray boots. So you would have a gray and black soldier for Cobra. That's a fantastic thing. That's great. I mean, at that point, don't tell anybody because we may not get them to go on sale now, but this is a pretty good deal because you actually can strip some of this stuff off and make him more ninja-like or commando-like. He doesn't need all this stuff. You might even take this and dump it in a, what do they call it, a RIT bath, you know, where you can color it black, and he might even look even cooler. So anyways, it's worth doing. There'll probably be a little bit customizing to it, but not much. I mean, you just take this stuff off here. You can just cut it off if you want even. I don't know. That's up to you. I'm going to leave it as is because he's starting to grow on me a little. So, but I don't know. I may or may not leave it as is. We'll see. We'll see. So again, it's, what did I say, a 3.5 for the way he looks because it's pretty meh. Let's take a look at the articulation. I really like the way he can, let's take this off too. We'll take a look at all this other stuff in a minute. So you get 2 heads. Let's make sure that we understand that. You get 2 heads there. You get black one and a white one. So, oh, wait a minute. And they're actually physically different. You get like a Sub-Zero mask over here and then like just a bandana mask over here. That's interesting. I really don't think you got this in the other one. I really don't. Interesting. All right, moving on. I love the way this head articulates. Look how far he can look up. Amazing. Look how far he can look down. Superior head articulation. And then he can turn too much like that. Well, he can. Look at that. Superior head articulation. Can he do a T-pose? Yes, he can do a T-pose very easily. Very easily. So great job there, Hasbro. He's got a cut. Does he have butterfly joint? He has a butterfly, which is very nice. He's got a cut at the bicep, double jointed, pinned elbows. A little loose there, though. I don't like that they're a little loose. Ugh. But look at this. You've got an articulation here as well. I guess I get some Kiki juice and put it in there and it'll be fine. You got some articulation there and articulation here. And here it's an in and out. I think this one is a top to bottom, right? It's a salt shaker. Yeah, it's a dice roll up here. Is this one kind of loose at the elbow too? Let's see. Yeah, he's kind of loose at the elbow. But for now, it'll do. It'll do. I mean, it'll hold for now. So That's fine. Not great, but it'll do. He can go back that far. Lots of articulation there. Go up that much. Great job there. He does not have a cut at the abdomen. Or does he? No, he does not have a cut at the abdomen. It's just a crunch. He does have a cut at the waist, and there's no hesitation on that peg at all. So I have no problems turning it whatsoever. So I'm not scared about turning it at all. I don't feel like I'm stressing it at all. Drop down hips work great. Cut at the thigh works great. Double jointed pinned knees work great. Also cut at the boot. Ankle rocker goes down that far, goes up this far, and can kick pretty good. Look at that. Let's straighten that out. Look at that. Kicks pretty good. Really good. Can go back that far as well. Unnaturally so. All right, so articulation, he's on point. For articulation, he's, gosh, I would say I'm going to take off some points for this. I don't like this. It's very loose there. I got to have to put some kiki juice on that or something. I just don't like that. But for articulation, I'm going to say 4.5. So how do we rate this thing? Let's 4.5 for articulation because it's really good, but I don't like these joints here. A superior cut there at the top. Just a good, solid, great, solid figure as far as articulation goes. Looks is a 3.5. Anyways, let's get down to the weapons here. The weapons look about the same. This one has no difference from the other Cobra infantry or the other Python. Or what is it? The regular Cobra officer. It's no different than that. It goes in that little pouch he has. Where is it? There it is. Little green pouch he has there. It just goes right in. You pop this off and put it on his belt there. So no different there. This is green. That's the only difference. On the other one, it was black. And then you've got these eyes, which they're green and they have a red slit. I think they look more snake-like, like this. So it's very nice, very detailed there. The weapon, this one's different in that it has this green coloring back here at the back. So, yeah, that's different. So that's the only really part that's different. And this thing keeps falling off up at the top, the scope. But anyways, this is not really significantly different either. There's the weapon there. It's fine. Not a big deal. This is painted differently. It's got a red handle. I don't think the other one had a red handle. I think the other one had a black handle and a silver blade. So there's that. So, finally, we got this. The gray helmet. I'm not a fan of it. I'd probably paint it as well. Maybe black. But it's all right. It's the helmet. It's the helmet we've kind of become accustomed to with the classified line. Just really quick for comparison's sake, let's stand him up against, do I have a couple of figures here? I do. I don't want this thing to go very long because he's a repaint. So, I don't know how many people will be interested in watching it anyways, but he's a Joe and he kind of surprised me on how pretty good he was. So, interesting. Destro, seriously? Is he as tall as you? Get out of here. No, Destro's a little taller than him. See, there you go. But just a tad. So there's that. Let's take a look at Sergeant Slaughter. He's much taller than him. There you go. And let's take a female, Marvel Legends female. My favorite large Marvel Legends female at the moment, Black Widow. And she is smaller than him. So there you go. All right, guys. So how do we marry that up? How do we, what do we rate him? I think I'm going to rate him at the cusp of being a solid figure. Simply because we have to do some work if we want to make him a really, really good solid figure. But he comes with some great stuff and he has great articulation. And I like the fact that he comes with those two different swappable heads. That's really cool. I'm going to give him a 3.9. on the cusp of being a solid figure. But just because he's a repaint, and I just don't dig these colors, these Ronald McDonald colors, man. I don't. But he's on the cusp of being the articulation's on point. But gosh, those colors, they're just, oh. Anyways, guys, what do you guys think? Did I get it right? Did I get it wrong? Are you guys going to be picking up this figure? Are you not? Are you completists like me? Are you just going to pass on the Python Patrol altogether for this particular run? Or do you like it? Do you like all the colors? Do you like all the brightness and all the crazy colors that go into making this particular subset of Cobra? I don't know. Everybody has an opinion and an individual preference, right? Let me know. For me, I'm just going to get a couple to complete this particular series. I'm not going to go crazy with it. Just, give me the one to rock and one to stock, and we're done. Usually I get, a few more for customizing and stuff, but I don't think I need to customize with this one. We're done with this one. So anyways, 3.9. Yeah. It's on the cusp of being a solid figure. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate everybody tuning in, everybody joining me through this. I'm super grateful that you guys, everybody who's subscribed, everybody who's put me up on the, rookie, for the nomination for Rookie of the Year, Toy Tuber of the Year award from Big Nerdie. I'm going to put a link in the description as well. Whether you vote for me or not, let's all just go vote and have some fun, right? But either way, I appreciate it, guys. I'm supremely grateful. I'm flattered, and I'm very thankful for what you guys have done. It just adds fuel to the fire for this. Even more enjoyment that I get from this, that you guys appreciate what I'm doing here, and engaging with me, and just having fun. We're just really just having fun here, guys. Crack open a toy, have some fun, and let's get at it. So thank you. Last thing, let's subscribe and get to 1,000. Why not? Like I said, if we get to 1,000, we're gonna hit that. We're gonna immediately give away that Viper 3-pack. I'll shoot up a video, and then I'll tell you guys what to do to go get it. We'll run it for a week, and then we'll give away that Cobra Viper 3-pack. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for thank you for putting me on the nomination. I'm very grateful for everything for everyone that watches and subscribes, and let's get to 1,000. Thank you for watching. As always, as long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep rolling these out.